What's your thoughts about it? I mean, there is a lot of controversy regarding driverless cars. Are these type of cars a benefit or a threat to society? What do you think?
Well, I think the first thing we must say is that what the government is talking about are not really self-driving cars. It is assisted driving. And that's quite important because we don't want the wrong idea getting over to drivers that they literally just sit in the car and take their hands off the wheel. So it is assisted driving. There are 5 levels of driver assistance. The highest level, level 5, being fully driverless. This level is about level 3, so it's about in the middle. I think generally technology is a good thing. Technology can improve road safety. We've seen that across history, from the seatbelt to the airbag to ABS brakes. They have all saved millions of lives. So technology is a good thing. I think our concern with this automated lane keeping system is it appears to be a little bit rushed in. Government announcing that it could be available in cars on our motorways before the end of the year. And we still think there are some questions. So, for example, what happens if there's a crash in front of the car? How does the car detect that collision? How will drivers be informed how to use the technology? Now, this is a very important point because many people today buy sophisticated, top-of-the-range cars and never look at the handbook, are never really instructed on many things like cruise control or speed adaptation, etc. Whereas this technology is so important that drivers will have to understand what it can do, but also what it can't do. So I think we need to get answers to those questions before it's allowed on the roads.
Of course, there are many out there that they are saying that, yeah, why not? Self-driving cars, probably they will make our life easier. But there is a big but. We still need better roads. So in terms of the infrastructure, do you think that the British infrastructure currently supports this kind of technology?
I think that is a very good point, because if the road infrastructure isn't right, if the markings on the road aren't right, it affects the technology. So my current car has something called lane assist, and that tries to keep you within the lane. But on many roads, particularly rural roads, where there aren't white lines in the middle of the road, or where the white lines disappear, it actually can be quite dangerous because the car tries to pull to adjust to what it thinks is the white line. Now, obviously, this automated lane keeping technology, they're saying initially will only be on motorways, and it will be geo-fenced. And generally, motorways are in better condition. Generally, the markings on motorways are better. But obviously, that is a very important factor, because the car has to read the road as well as reading other vehicles. So the infrastructure will have to be up to scratch.
So as a conclusion, do you think that the benefits of this kind of technology outweighs the harm that probably potentially cause?
I think in the longer term, the benefits will actually outweigh the downside. You've got to be careful. The government uses the figure that human error accounts for 85% of crashes. You have to put that in context. Human error is an element in 85% of crashes, but it's not the total thing. It might be human error linked to the car having a puncture or the wheel coming off. And the human error is you might be going too fast for the conditions. But, ultimately, technology can make our roads safer. Our reservation is that we want it fully tested on the test track. We want drivers fully informed before it goes live. And as long as that is conducted and all the tests show it can work in all circumstances, all different types of weathers, all different types of situations, then I think it is fine.
will you be one of the first drivers that they are gonna test this technology, this kind of technology?
Well, ironically, on my lane assist system, which I have been using, I recently switched it off because I didn't like how it reacted on rural roads. So I think it remains to be seen. We did a survey of 15,000 drivers, and actually 63% said they are not ready to take their hands off the wheel. So I think there's still quite a bit of convincing that needs to be done.